I warn dinner guests that I'm going to give them a nasty treat, I'm not being facetious. Nasty is my pet name for one of summer's most spectacular plants, nasturtium. This South American import has adapted itself to our climate and thrives from July into September, as long as it gets full sun. It can survive well into October if covered with blankets during frost alerts. The whole plant contains a slightly sulfurous oil found in mustard, which gives it a pungent and spicy taste. Every spring, its flowers create a living tapestry as they hang down from the balconies of Boston's Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, an impressive display not to be missed. All parts of nasturtiums have a peppery taste and are delicious. Flowers are mildest, and seeds are the strongest. They're prolific and seed themselves. These plants prefer poor soils. If grown in fertile soil, leaf production will be high, but there'll be fewer flowers. So keep this in mind when deciding which part of the plant you want to use. Aphids relish the flowers and leaves just as much as we do, so be sure to inspect them, unless you want some extra protein. To discourage these insects, use the bruised leaves of tansy as a mulch, or plant it near your nasties. Leaves resemble open parasols or lily pads. They come in various shades of green and variegated versions. Add little ones to salads. To make green chips, assemble some fresh nasty leaves, olive oil, salt, and a clean brush so the leaves won't get too greasy. Apply oil to both sides of the leaves. I usually paint them on the back side first. Oftentimes it leaks through onto the front. If not, paint the front. Then after they're sprinkled with salt, they're ready to put in the oven. Bake at 250 degrees for about 5 minutes. Be careful not to burn them. Once they cool down, remove them from the tray as they are thin and delicate. These crisp chips tend to crumble. If held up to the light, they're translucent. Seeds remind me of green chickpeas. To make a caper-like pickle, choose young, still green, and half-ripe ones that can be marked with a fingernail. These may be hard to find, as they like to hide among the twisted stems of the plants. It takes many seeds to fill an 8-ounce jar. As they get older and browner, they become too hard to use. I cover the seeds with leftover brine from an empty jar of store-bought pickles. This is an unofficial, lazy person's way to make pickles, but it works. Always place this mixture in the fridge and occasionally shake the jar. When the jar is first opened, there's a sulfurous smell. Don't worry, it's normal. Oh, they're hot, especially their aftertaste. That's why I use them sparingly, usually in salads. If you want an official recipe, go to Alan Burgo's Forager Chef website. Although the leaves, thin stems, buds, and crunchy seeds are all edible, gourmet chefs use the flowers to transform meals from the merely ordinary to the extraordinary. Often food magazines, like this one, feature the flowers prominently. They come in many colors, ranging from yellow to orange to red. They're high in vitamin C. If you have a fair amount of flowers, bring them inside and put in a cool place to dry. These are in various stages of dehydration. They shrink down, so you'll need lots of them. Once dried, they can be used as is or ground up for a peppery spice.
There's really no limit as to what can be done with these sensuous blooms. They can be a garnish, a salad ingredient, or a container for a variety of fillings. This recipe uses both leaves and flowers. For nasty guacamole, I sprinkle 2 tablespoons lime juice over 1 mashed avocado. To this, I'll add a mix of 1/2 finely chopped tomato, 2 tablespoons chopped green chilies, 1 tablespoon finely chopped red onion, 1/2 clove of finely minced garlic, and 2 tablespoons drained firm tofu, or cream cheese. To assemble these appetizers, open the flour as wide as possible and gently fill it. You can leave it open or fold the petals over the filling. Since the flowers don't hold much filling, I also stuff the leaves. They vary in size from quite small to large. Use the same filling or a different one as I have here. This one consists of crushed fava beans, hummus, cumin, parsley, garlic, tomato, and onion. I spread it on the middle of the lighter side of the leaf. These can be rolled like mini burritos and glued shut, if necessary, with a little dab of the spread. Serve these glorious snacks and your guest will ooh and ah.